An elderly father knocks on his son's front door while helping his disabled wife. The daughter-in-law opens the door. As soon as she sees her mother-in-law and father-in-law, she says curiously, "Dad, Mom, what are you doing here?" Then she calls out loudly to her husband, "Honey, your parents are here." The son comes over and asks concernedly, "Dad, Mom, why did you come all the way to the city? What happened to Mom's leg?" The father replies sadly, "Son, a few days ago your mother fell while working in the fields and broke her leg. I took her to the hospital, but we didn't have any money. I had to borrow $2,000 from our neighbor. Yesterday she came asking for it back, so I thought, if it's not too much trouble, maybe you could lend us $2,000. The daughter-in-law turns to her husband and asks confusedly, "What are your parents talking about?" Then she walks away. The son replies uneasily, "Dad, it's not that I don't want to help, but you know we just bought a house. We have a mortgage every month, a car payment, and a lot of other bills. After all that, we don't have much money left." "Dad, did you ask my older sister? She's in a much better financial situation than we are. Maybe she can help." The father replies quietly, "Son, you know your older sister is our adopted daughter. She has already helped us so much over the years. I feel ashamed to ask her again." The son says politely, "Okay, Dad, Mom, please wait here for a minute. Let me go talk to my wife." The father replies gently, "Son, if it's difficult for you, then forget it. We'll figure something else out." The son replies awkwardly, "Just wait here for now." The son goes inside and says seriously to his wife, "Listen, Mom fell while working in the fields. She broke her leg and she's in a wheelchair now. Dad has no one else to turn to, so he's asking us to lend them just $2,000. If we can..." The daughter-in-law interrupts angrily, "Lend them money? Absolutely not. Why don't they ask your older sister? Your poor parents show up with a new problem every time. If we give them money today, they'll ask again tomorrow. Do you really think they'll ever pay it back? Your parents are nothing but an endless expense. Think about it. You work at the factory and only make $16,000 a month. Just tell them we don't have the money to lend." The son walks back outside and says apologetically, "Dad, Mom, it's not that I don't want to help, but $2,000 isn't a small amount for us. I can't lend you the money right now. Maybe go ask my older sister. She might be able to help." Then he closes the door. The elderly father then goes to his adopted daughter's house and calls out warmly, "Sophia." The adopted daughter happily rushes over and says excitedly, "Dad, you're here? Come on in, have a seat." Then she asks lovingly, "Dad, why didn't you tell me you were coming? I would have driven over to pick you up." The father smiles warmly and says, "Sweetheart, I hadn't seen you in a long time and I missed you. I know you've been busy with your company, so I decided to come myself." The daughter asks curiously, "Dad, what brings you here today? Is everything okay?" The father says tearfully, "Your mother's leg was broken. I borrowed $2,000 to pay for the hospital and now I have to pay it back. I went to your brother first, but he refused to help me, so I had no choice but to come to you." The adopted daughter replies emotionally, "Dad, if that's all it was, you should have come straight to me. Why did you go to my brother first?" She opens a drawer, takes out some cash and says generously, "Dad, take all of this. Pay back the loan and keep the rest. From now on, if you ever face any kind of hardship, don't borrow money from anyone. Come straight to me." Father smiles proudly and says, "Sweetheart, I didn't actually need the money. I was testing both you and my biological son." Then he picks up a bag he brought with him and opens it. The bag is completely filled with cash. The adopted daughter asks surprisingly, "Dad, what is all this?" The father replies proudly, "I wanted to see which child would truly stand by us in our old age without thinking about money. You passed the test. Everything I have will belong to you." Then the father turns to the viewers and says seriously, "What do you think about my decision?"